Be me, 40 years old, still a virgin. Decide it's finally time to pop that cherry, figuratively. Gonna hit a bar and try my luck. Wear my best I'm trying outfit, which is basically just a plain t-shirt and jeans that might still have some pizza grease on them. Grab wallet, keys, and a single condom. Don't even remember where I got it. Enter the bar. It's loud, dimly lit, and smells like regret. Cue anxiety rising faster than my hopes. Spot a cute girl at the bar sipping on something fruity. Totally my type, of course. Heart racing like I'm in a Fast and Furious movie. Gonna make my move. Approach her like I'm the main character. Hey, what's a nice girl like you doing in a place like this? Instant regret. Why did I say that? She gives me a look like I'm a math problem she can't solve. I don't know. Awkward silence +1. Try to salvage it. So, do you like drinks? Yes, Anon. Drinks are popular in bars. She raises an eyebrow, probably wondering if I'm serious. Yeah, but who doesn't? At this point, I'm sweating like a sinner in church. Stammer my way through small talk. Mention my job as a professional meme curator. She laughs, but it feels more like pity. Wow, that's unique. Nice way of saying what a loser. Try to impress her with my vast knowledge of obscure internet trivia, not helping my case. Her friends start to notice me lurking. One of them walks over and whispers something in her ear. She laughs again, this time louder. Sorry, I gotta go. Realize she's leaving with her friends. Feel like a deflated balloon suddenly floating down. My face when I stand there like a statue, awkwardly sipping a soda. The night ends with me sitting at a table alone, scrolling through Reddit. At least I still have my memes. My face when I realize I'm still a 40-year-old virgin. Just another day for Anon. Guess I'll go back to my cozy internet cave. Wait for the next attempt at life. Maybe next time. High stories? Be me, 17. Going on a boat ride with my two bros. High AF off brownies. Sitting in some aluminum cheap-ass chairs waiting. Taking it all in. Suddenly realize there's something between my thighs. Oh frick, I shat myself. Pretty disappointed in myself. How the F did this happen? Walk to the bathroom awkwardly so the shit nugget doesn't fall out of my shorts. Bathroom is near the booth to get tickets. Huge crowd. F man, I'm too high for this. Have to pass through the people while also keeping my legs closed. For a high person, this is very frustrating. Get in the bathroom. My face when it was just my balls. My face when I spent 20 minutes getting to the bathroom. My face when I have no face. Be me, late 20s loser. Spending all my time on the internet. Discovered OnlyFans last year. Suddenly got obsessed with cute girls showing off their talents. Every paycheck goes straight to my favorites. Like an idiot, I figured this is the best investment I've ever made. My bank account starts resembling my social life. 0. Still think I'm living the dream. Every month I'm clearing out my saving for some cute thoughts pics. Friends and family ask what I've been up to. Oh, you know, just investing wisely. They don't need to know I can't pay for my car insurance. Scrolling through my subscriptions, I feel like a king. Each girl has a unique personality. I swear they know me. Hey Anon, you're my top supporter. Heart pounding. I feel special. But then reality hits. My face when I realize I can't afford my groceries. My life becomes a twisted romance with pixels. Spending nights watching their content while eating ramen. Finally decide to cancel a few subscriptions. Jump on Twitter to announce my retirement. Sweet freedom, but it feels empty. Only get replies from my waifu's fan clubs. Depression.exe has stopped working. Could have used that money to get a gym membership. Now my OnlyFans girls are living their best lives, but I'm just here. One evening staring at the ceiling. Maybe it's time to get a girlfriend, huh? Consider my options. Find a girl in real life or just keep funding my online queens. Lay in bed for hours scrolling through feeds. Who needs an IRL relationship when you can have 10 digital ones? Life decisions intensify. Am I winning or losing? That face when you realize you're just a lonely clown with a credit card. My face when I realize I can't even afford the clown makeup. Be me, Anon, 25, socially awkward introvert, always wanted to save the world or some Meet a girl at a party, let's call her Emily. She's hot but clearly has some issues. Spends too much time talking about her sad life. Think to myself, I could fix her. Cue pickup artist mindset in full swing. Start texting her, trying to be supportive. Hey, just remember you're stronger than you think. No response for hours, great start. Finally she replies with a sad meme. My face when I realize I'm now the therapist. Decide to get involved, invite her out. Let's go on a hike, nature heals. She shows up late wearing combat boots. Not what I imagined, but whatever. On the hike she talks about her ex-boyfriend. Yeah, this guy sounds like a real piece of work. Begin playing the savior role. You don't need him. She rolls her eyes, clearly not interested in my wisdom. Week goes by, and I'm trying to be her knight in shining armor. She starts ghosting me. Oh no.jpg. Send her a motivational quote hoping for the best. Gets a reply in 3 days. Thanks for the quote, but I'm seeing someone. That face when I realize I'm not even in the running. Spend a week trying to figure out what I did wrong. Realize that some girls just can't be fixed. Existential crisis intensifies. Maybe I should just work on my own emotional issues. Start rewatching my favorite anime instead. My face when saving the world is harder than it looks. At least I have good waifus. That face when I realize I'm the one who needs fixing. Whoops. Be me, loner in high school, always sit at the back of the cafeteria. One day notice a girl sitting alone too. She looks kinda sad, like me. Decide to be brave for once. Walk over and sit next to her. She jumps a little, like she was startled. Awkward silence because I'm socially inept nerd. Finally muster the courage to say something. So, do you like pizza? She looks confused for a second, then laughs. Yeah, everyone likes pizza, right? We both laugh, and instantly it feels better. Start talking about our favorite toppings. Realize we both share a love for pineapple on pizza. This is the start of something special. Become best friends. Spend every lunch together. Complain about teachers. Discover we both have a passion for photography. Decide to start a little photo project together. Spend weekends exploring the city, taking candid shots. She has a beautiful smile. Laugh lines that make her eyes sparkle. Suddenly realize I like her more than just a friend. Decide to be brave again. Tell her how I feel. Expect rejection, but she smiles. I was hoping you'd say that, she says. We start dating. Go to prom together and have the best night ever. Fast forward a few years. Still together, both in college now. Look back to that first day in the cafeteria, the day I took a leap of faith. Thank pizza for bringing us together. Be me, Anon, 23, chilling at home. Get a call from my sister. She's crying about her boyfriend. He's not picking up his phone and I think he's cheating. Oh boy, here we go. .jpg. Decide to go investigate. Grab my car keys and head to his place. Get there, it's a nice apartment. Knock on the door like I'm the goddamn pizza guy. Wait for him to answer. Door swings open and it's him. He's looking a bit too happy for just hanging out. Hey bro, what's up? Play it cool. Just thought I'd drop by, chill with my sister's boyfriend. He invites me in like I'm old friends or something. She's not here right now. Oh, I know, I just figured I could help you get your mind off her. He looks confused, but whatever. Start chatting casually, but scanning for clues. Suddenly I hear laughter from the bedroom. He notices but tries to play it off. Must be the TV. Yeah, right, .png. Decide to casually stroll towards the bedroom. Mind if I use your bathroom? He looks a little pale but nods. I walk in on the happiest little scene. His ex is sprawled out on the bed, lingerie and all. Literal eyes widen as she looks at me. Who are you? I'm your boyfriend's sister's brother. He runs in behind me, panic mode activated. What the hell, Anon? What the hell, dude? You're cheating on my sister. This is the part where he tries to defend himself. It's not what it looks like. Eyes roll. .jpg. The girl jumps up. I didn't know he had a girlfriend. Yeah, well, he lied to her about you. Now he's sweating bullets. He pulls me aside, trying to negotiate like we're in some business deal. We can work this out, right? Nah, I think I'll just tell my sister. Scene escalates. He starts begging, grabs my phone, ready to text her. Wait, you don't have to do this. Too late, bro. Time for the truth. Suddenly he gets desperate, tries to grab my phone. Biggest mistake. Push him back into the living room. He stumbles over the coffee table. Karma's a bitch, cheater. Text my sister. Meet me at his place in 5. He's freaking out, pacing, yelling at me. Then I hear the sound of keys in the door. My sister walks in. She takes one look around and instantly gets the vibe. What's going on? He tries to charm her like a snake. Babe, it's not what it looks like. My sister looks at me, then at the girl. The realization hits her. The look on her face is one to forget. You're such a loser, she says to him. She grabs his stuff and starts tossing it out the door. He's begging her not to leave. You'll regret this. No, you will. Now I'm standing there like a proud brother. What did I just witness? He storms out, humiliated. My sister looks at me with teary eyes. Thank you, Anon. Anytime, sis. My face when I just saved my sister from a cheating loser. Feels good, man. .jpg. My face when I also saved her from the worst relationship ever. Brother of the Year award goes to me. Be me, Anon, just a regular dude. Start dating a girl. Let's call her Sarah. She's cute, funny, but then I discover she's bad crazy. Like seriously, she thinks she's a reincarnated queen from the 1800s. At first I think it's cute, a quirky little quirk, but then she starts demanding I call her Your Majesty. Okay, .jpg. Try to be a good boyfriend and fix her. Maybe she just needs some TLC, right? Start taking her to therapy. She refuses to go in and instead makes me wait outside. She comes out 30 minutes later acting like the therapist is now part of the royal court. Her delusions are getting worse. Decide to try a new approach, roleplay. Tell her I'll be your trusty knight or something. Suddenly she wants to go on quests. We're now hunting for royal treasures in thrift stores. Spend every weekend digging through piles of her old clothes for crown jewels. That face when I'm now a 25-year-old dude searching for vintage tiaras and for his psycho girlfriend. One night she gets super into it. Uses a fork as a makeshift scepter and demands I serve her toast on a silver platter. Realize I've created a monster. Try to have a serious talk about reality. She says, reality's for peasants, my dear knight. My face when I realize this is my life now. Friends telling me to run, but I can't abandon my queen. Start losing touch with reality myself. Eventually she breaks up with me because I lack royal blood. That face when I just wanted help. Watch her walk away in a thrift store gown, never attempting to fix a girl again. My face when I realize some people can't be fixed, only reigned over. Be me. First time in a strip club. Try to put a dollar bill in a girl's thong. Finger accidentally slips in the girl's a-hole. She slaps me. Leave the strip club and never come back. Next week, I see her in my apartment building. She lives next door to me. Now I see her every day. She starts giving me hugs. She asks why I never came back to the club. She says I should have come over for a private dance. Be me, 28, jobless. Spend most of my days in my room. Only social interaction is with my cat, Mr. Whiskers. He doesn't judge me like the rest of the world. My face when I realize I have a serious corn addiction. How did it come to this? Decide to take action. Start no corn challenge. Day 1, struggle but managed to pull through. Feels good man.jpg. Day 3, Mr. Whiskers catches me scrolling through educational videos. He stares at me with disappointment. Whiskers.exe has stopped working. Day 7, get invited to a party. Actual people outside my room. Panic.jpg. Spend the whole time reminiscing about my favorite scenes. Don't even remember anyone's name but mine. Day 10, walking past the local library. See a book called How to Overcome Addiction. Decide to go in. Accidentally walk into the adult section. My face when I just can't escape. Day 14, win the challenge. Feel like a champion. Go on Discord, join a random server. Hey guys, I'm here to socialize. Everyone suddenly leaves the chat. Relatable.jpg. Time to binge watch a motivational YouTube series instead. My face when I realize I'm still addicted. At least Mr. Whiskers still loves me for who I am. Never change, buddy. Also never change me. Help. Be me, crypto enjoyer. Big brain, crypto genius. I've been holding for a while, finally ready to cash out. 80k worth of sweet crypto coins. Feels good man.jpg. Spend literal hours checking everything. Double check wallet address, triple check network. It's all good, right? Send the coins, heart racing like I just won the lottery. 5 minutes later, check the transaction. Wait, what? Coin's gone, but not in my wallet. Check the address again. Realize I sent it to the right wallet, but on the wrong network. My face when I lost 80k like a total noob. That face when life savings sent to the crypto void. Spend next week Googling if there's any way to get it back. Nope, just lost to the blockchain. Friends laughing, should've just bought pizza. Crying internally while they're stacking sats. That face when I'll never financially recover from this. My face when I'm still chasing the dragon, but now I'm just a humble burger flipper. Never trust my own genius again. Lesson learned, at least I still have my memes. I'm just a mistake in the crypto matrix. Be me, riding the same bus every day to work. Always see this cute girl, gets off 2 stops before mine. She's like the definition of waifu material. You know, the kind of girl you just want to talk to but never do, because you're cowardly neat who can't even hold a normal conversation. One day she's getting off the bus, drops her phone as she's scrambling to get her bag. I see it, instantly know what I gotta do. Grab the phone and run after her. Gotta stop her before she gets too far. Finally catch up. Hey, you dropped this. She looks at me, surprised but relieved. We make eye contact. Feel like I can see into her soul. The universe is aligning. I'm finally getting out of my shell. She's blushing. I'm blushing. We talk for a few minutes. She's even more amazing in person. Turns out she's a fellow anime fan. We spend the next hour discussing our OTPs. She gives me her number. We start dating. Best decision I've ever made. Thanks for the phone, random bus girl. My face when I'm finally living my best life. Be me, Chad Anon. 6'2" gym rat, face carved by angels. Every weekend I'm at the club swimming in compliments. Decide to hit up the new bar in town. Heard it's low key. Walk in, instant head turns. Feeling like a king, grab a drink and start flexing on everyone. See a cute girl across the room, let's call her Beth. She's with her friends, but I catch her eye. Smirk and approach, thinking I'm gonna sweep her off her feet. Hey there, I'm Chad, what's your name? She looks me up and down, unimpressed. I'm Beth, nice to meet you, but you seem a bit overconfident. What do you mean overconfident? I'm Chad. You know there's more to a guy than just looks, right? She had the audacity to smirk back at me. Man, what the fuck? I'm used to girls drooling, not this. Decide to double down, try to impress her. Well, I've got a great car, I'm basically living the dream. She raises an eyebrow, unimpressed. You mean your dad's car? Cue internal panic, she got me there. Besides, does that really matter? Don't you care about personality? Nice save, Chad, they love a sensitive guy. She laughs, but it's not a good laugh. Sure, but it's hard to see the personality when you're flexing so hard. Feel my ego deflating faster than my tires. Maybe try being more down to earth next time. She turns back to her friends, completely done with me. Stand there like an idiot, drink in hand, feeling like a fool. Realize maybe I need to work on my approach. Walk out of the bar humbled, feeling like a Chad who just got schooled. My face when I realize sometimes looks aren't everything. My face when I decide to hit the books instead of the gym. Next time I'll bring my A game, just not the muscle flexing. Everyone is allowed childish, irrational fears. Some people hate clowns, others spiders, water, etc. For me, it's hornets. Be me, senior in high school. A mistake in scheduling sophomore year led me to end up not taking a mandatory sophomore level science class as a senior. Alright, whatever. It's the last day of class, so that's good at least. Spend most of the time sleeping and D'ing around. Ace all the tests anyway. It should be mentioned that we were learning about biology and insects of some kind or another at this time, which prompted this. Some kid says he caught a giant effing hornet and that he should bring it to show in class. Teacher says this is a great idea. I loudly voice my concerns. My hatred for the creatures are well documented. I am ignored. I hear the foreshadowtron firing up in the background. Next day, in seat, kid walks in. He was the biggest freaking hornet I've ever seen. Not as in biggest I've seen in real life. This was literally bigger than any picture or video I've ever seen of a hornet. Panic mode on standby. Kid brings it up to the front of the class and the teacher starts talking about hornets and stuff. I can't even focus. The hornet looks pretty docile at least. Shake him a bit and see if it wakes him up. I make an insightful comment about why that's a freaking retarded idea. I'm ignored. Hornet doesn't wake up and it's pissed. Kid forgot to secure the lid of the shitty plastic container. Hornet freaking pushes out the lid and flies out of the container. Kids scream. Teacher says in a firm but calm voice, nobody panic. She has the situation under control. I do not. Hornet flies straight towards me. Now is a perfectly good time to panic. Fight or flight engaged. Fight mode engaged. Bolt up, scream obscenities, and throw my freaking desk at the thing. Misses entirely, skips off another desk and wrecks into the kid who brought it in. Books and papers fly everywhere. Whiteboard falls and takes out the front row of students. The hornet's buzzing shifts from I'm about to be angry to a higher I'm completely freaking angry buzz. Flight mode engaged. Teacher screams, Anon, calm down. F that. Football tackle through a group of children crowded around the door and busts it open. Hear the cracking of skulls on linoleum. Turn left and run out of the school, into my car and drive home, still in blind panic. Next day, walk in the classroom through noticeably broken door. Everyone in the class has horrible bruises either from where the hornet stung them or from being caught in the collateral damage of my escape. Kid who got hit by the desk isn't in class. Find out later he had to get a neck brace. Dead freaking silence. Everyone is staring at me. Say, I don't like hornets. Sit down and pretend nothing happened. Freaking hornets, man. Be me. Anon, average dude with average looks, always overlooked by the tens. One day, go to a local coffee shop, see this girl sitting alone. She's not what society calls hot, but there's something about her. She's got this huge smile and crazy hair. That face when I realize she has the perfect personality. Make awkward eye contact. She laughs at my dumb joke. We start talking. Turns out she's super into the same nerdy stuff as me. Fast forward, we go on a date, take her to the comic book store. She's excited like a kid in a candy store, not wearing any makeup, just being herself. My face when I realize I'm having the best time. People at the store look at us funny, probably thinking, what is he doing with her? I don't even care. She starts telling me about her favorite series. Jaw-dropping, she's amazing. Keep seeing her, falling harder and harder. Each date is more fun than the last. Eventually I start bringing her around my friends. They're like, WTF, dude. I'm like, nah, man, she's perfect for me. They don't get it, but I don't care. My friends keep asking why I'm with her. Tell them they just don't see her the way I do. Realize the happiest I've ever been. She's my ugly girl, but to me she's a goddess. Fast forward a few months, she's my girlfriend. We're a power couple. Who needs a typical 10 anyway? My face when I realize beauty is subjective and I hit the jackpot, and I've never been happier. That face when I learned that perfection is in the eye of the beholder. Be fat. Go to /fit and find a solution. Main problem is I eat like a dumpster. Apparently things with loads of fiber is going to save my filthy soul. Fiber is digested slowly, leaving you feeling full longer and helps with digestion. Go out and buy 2 boxes of fiber-heavy breakfast bars. The first day I have fiber bars for breakfast, lunch, and a lot of snacks. I don't shit that day. Next day I fiber myself up even more. I don't shit that day either. Fiber Jesus is surely working his magic in my colon. Can feel pounds dropping off because I'm not very hungry anymore. I don't shit the 3rd day. I don't shit the 4th day. The final day dawns. MP3. I have my morning coffee and feel my insides rumble in that familiar way. The second I hit the toilet, the weirdest fart in the world exits me. It's whistling, just a thin, continuous airstream of fart that smells like grandpapa's coffin. No sound other than the whistling hiss. Suddenly stops. The hole is plugged. SOS. This shit is so solid it feels like I'm giving birth to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Hang on to the shower curtain and pray. The Rock is shot out of my hole at Mach speed. My entire ass is covered in toilet water. Now the fun begins. A fart that could do more damage to the ozone layer than aerosol ever did is shooting shit bullets out of me. Solid, perfectly round nuggets. The smell is ending me, blacking out. The third of nuggets shooting around the bowl propelled by my insane fiber flatulence is giving me war flashbacks. I wasn't even in nom.jpg. My guts are yelling in German. Sounds like a moose in heat lives in my belly. Most of the shit isn't even digested at this point, just forced out by all the gas that had been building up in my throat. After an hour, it finally seems to be over. I'm shivering and crying. Both legs collapse as I try to stand up. My stomach is hitting the bathroom tile, forces one last trumpet. Gondor calls for aid. Rar. Shakily wipe my ass. Completely clean. Be me. Meet cute girl on gaming forum. She plays the same game as me. That face when she's actually good. Spends hours playing together. Voice chat every night. Realize we both have crippling social anxiety. Decide it's time to take it to the next level. Plan to meet IRL at a gaming convention. Anxiety.exe has stopped working. Spend the week before sweating bullets. Day of the convention arrives. Practicing cool gamer lines in the mirror. Show up with a custom t-shirt of our favorite game. Spot her from across the room. She's wearing a matching t-shirt. ogame.jpg. Awkwardly wave, she runs over. Oh my god, you look just like your avatar. Whoa.jpg. We bond over cringy game moments and inside joke. Over the next few hours, we lose track of time. Go to panel about the game. She holds my hand during the Q&A, subtle but intense. Become the ultimate gamer power couple. Cosplay together and take cute pics. That face when we dominate the co-op game on the convention floor. Crowd goes wild. They say we should join esports. Fast forward a few months. Still gaming and communicating 24/7. She's actually moved in. Turns out she mixes killer cocktails. Game nights now including drinks and snacks. Got a dog together named Lag. Every day feels like a level up. My face when I realize I found the ultimate player too. Never thought this would happen. Love is real, even for gamers. Keeps me distracted from the harsh reality of life. Best decision ever. GG no re, but please respond with me. Australia had a rabbit plague in the mid-1800s. They tried a variety of methods to get rid of them. Eventually they got desperate and switched to the unconventional. They made fake rabbits which were more attractive than real rabbit. The ones attracted to the fake rabbits didn't breed and the population was thus reduced. That face when they're doing it with people now. That face when I figured out why anime girls exist. Scary part is from what I've seen, it's working. Be me, 22 years old, spend most of my time on League, forever alone, never had a girlfriend. Decide to break the cycle and finally put myself out there. Meet a girl online, she seems really cool. We hit it off and start dating. Everything is going well, I think I might have a chance for once. Realize she's totally out of my league. She's like an 8 out of 10 and I'm a solid 5 out of 10 on my best day. She starts to take charge in the relationship. Where do you want to eat? Whatever you want, babe. What movie should we watch? Whatever you want, babe. Every time we hang out, I just go with the flow. She's like a queen and I'm happy to be in her presence. Friends start calling me a beta. Sweat.jpg. Dude, you're basically her pet at this point. What even is alpha? Just keep getting deeper into the beta hole. One day we're at her place chilling on the couch. She's scrolling through her phone laughing at memes. Decide to risk it all. Hey, do you want to watch a movie I picked? She looks at me like I just suggested world domination. Nah, I'm good. Heart sinks to the bottom of my stomach. Realize I have literally no say in this relationship. She's got a major crush on this other guy. She starts showing me pictures of him. His abs are like 90% of his body. My stomach literally looks like a bowl of jelly. He's so funny. Yeah, hilarious, if funny means being a six-pack god. Start to question my life choices. At this point, I'm basically just her friend-zoning myself. Last straw comes when she asks if I can help her plan a date with this dude. My face when I'm booking a reservation for my own replacement. The face when she could have asked anyone but chose me. Spend the next week in self-reflection. Realize being a beta is just a state of mind. Decide I'm done with this. Make a plan to stop being her doormat. Next time she asks me to choose the movie, let's watch something terrible, like that rom-com you hate. She gives me a weird look but then laughs. Not going to let her control everything anymore. Slowly but surely start flexing my spine. She notices and is kind of confused. Maybe I'm not so beta after all. She ends up breaking up with me a week later. That face when I realize that's what I wanted all along. Feel like I leveled up. Now I'm just a free-spirited beta. Who needs a relationship anyway? Back to my comfy existence on League. At least I'll hit gold 4 soon. Be me, neat, browsing a/. See a thread about my favorite anime. Someone replies with an equally obscure reference. Holy shit, this guy is a kindred spirit. PM him, start talking. Turns out we have like everything in common. Decide to meet up. Guy lives like an hour away. No worries, we can meet halfway. Nah fam, I'm actually right next door. Question mark. You live in Greenwood Apartments? Yeah, 3rd floor, apartment 305. I live in 2nd floor, apartment 204. Silence. Bro, do you want to grab a pizza? No thanks, I already ordered one. Doorbell rings. Opens door. Hey, it's Otaku Guy 92, right? I'm Chris. Yeah, you're Anime Fan 101, right? I'm James. Both stare at each other. Both look down holding the pizza boxes. Both boxes have the same pizza place sticker. Both boxes are the same pizza order. I think I just met my soulmate and my stalker. Be me, 22, just your average dude. Got a great girlfriend, let's call her Sarah. Things are going well, you know, typical teenage romance. Fast forward a few months, I start noticing weird vibes. Sarah acting a little distant, brother also acting strange, like he's hiding something. One day I catch them texting each other. Think it's no biggie, maybe they're just friends. Ignore it for a while, but the gut feeling won't go away, you know? Decide to do some detective work, stalk their social media, find a couple DMs that definitely cross the line. Heart sinks, I'm super bummed. Confront Sarah about it. She goes full denial mode. It's just a joke, babe, you're being paranoid. Bro catches wind of what's happening and tries to play both sides. Nah, dude, I didn't even know you were worried. Keep digging, can't let this slide. Discover they've been sneaking around for months. Find a secret pic of them together, holding hands behind my back. My face when I realize my brother's in it. Later that night I go to my brother's room. We sit there in silence staring at each other. Finally, he speaks. I'm sorry, bro, I know it's fucked up. I just nod, and then I do the unthinkable. I grab a baseball bat from my garage. I go back to my brother's room. I don't swing. I just kneel down and start sobbing. My brother looks at me completely lost. I haven't cried in years. I'm not crying out of anger, but out of despair. I'm crying because my trust in both my brother and my girlfriend is shattered. I'm crying because I feel betrayed by the two people I love the most. I'm crying because I feel like a complete loser. My brother sits next to me and puts his arms around me. I'm so sorry, man, I don't know what to say. I just sob harder. I don't know what the future holds, but I know one thing. I'm never going to look at my brother or my girlfriend the same way again. Greentext over. Be me, Anon, a chill dude just trying to live my life. Have a sister, let's call her Fishface. Fishface is a total femcel, always locked in her room, scrolling through TikTok and drowning in her feels. One day she comes out and drops a bomb. Anon, I have a crush on you. My face when I realize this is not just a joke. What.jpg. Try to stay calm, thinking it's a prank or something. She insists it's serious and starts talking about how we have a special connection. This is getting weird, man. Decide to lay down the law. Sis, that's wrong. We can't, like, ever. She looks like I just took away her favorite snack. But why? We get along so well. Internally screaming. Explain that we're family and it's just how things work. She starts crying, saying nobody else likes her and I'm the only one who understands her. Now I feel like a monster. Tell her to focus on making friends outside of the family and finding someone else. She just gives me the silent treatment for days. Somehow my life turned into a soap opera with awkward family dinners. I realize my existence is basically cursed now. What have I done? Fast forward a week and she still gives me the cold shoulder. At this point I'm just trying to salvage my sanity. I just wanted a normal sibling relationship, never talking about feelings again. I might need a new family. I regret everything. Be me, October 2015. Unsuspecting high schooler. Go to Burger King for lunch because it's tasty. See they have a new black bun A1 Whopper for Halloween. Order one to try it because, why not? It's immaculate in flavor and design. Order a second one to go. Later that evening, have to use the bathroom. Shit in white. Get up to flush and catch a glimpse of my turd. It's bright neon green. Think nothing of it. Next day happens and I bring my friends to Burger King with me. We all get an A1 Whopper. Later that night in the group chat, all my friends are freaking out about neon green shits. Turns out it was because of the food dye in the buns. Burger King, please bring that burger back. Be me, 7 months ago. Be fat, wheeze climbing stairs. Join fitness class. Older guys and wine moms laugh at me. Trainer gets tired of me struggling. Tells me to start with home exercises to get used to it. Be me months later. Start back at fitness class. Wow, Anon, you lost so much weight. Thanks, wine milf. You listened, you learned. Good job, Anon. Welcome back. Thanks, trainer. Joke's on them. It's the heroin. First day of college, orientation day. Nurse is going around handing out condoms to everyone. Makes eye contact with me, pauses for a brief second, doesn't give me one. She wanted me to do her raw, right? Be me. Find Barry. Tell Unga to eat berry. Unga eat berry. Unga fall suddenly. Unga sleep for 3 moons. Unga still asleep. Not sure if Barry's safe. Story time, folks. Be me. Trump supporter. Trump sign outside to trigger mostly millennial college nearby. Constantly getting run over and pulled out. Think of idea. Plant nails and wait. One day a woman comes to my door. Fat, purple hair, 23 at most, red in the face and starts screaming at me about how it's my fault her tires are flat. Oh lord my sides.exe. She says if I don't reimburse her for the tire, she'll get the police involved. Sudden idea. Tell her to leave information so I can send her the check since I would need to go to the bank. Actually does it. Call my lawyer to set up the lawsuit. Get my outside cameras to see her running over my sign. Give her name, address, and car tags to confirm it was her car. Take her to court, open and shut case. Pay for damages. Throw in some bullshit about emotional damage. I don't feel like me or my property is safe just because of my political views. Actually freaking works. She loses her freaking shit at this point. Starts screaming about how I agreed to pay and how this should be illegal. No proof.jpg. Says she can't pay for basic living expenses or college if she has to pay this. Base judge says you should have thought of that before tearing down someone's property. You have 30 days to pay. She gets her tires destroyed, humiliated in court, can't pay for living expenses, probably got kicked out of college, and had to pay me $3K in emotional damages. So guys, what part of my PC should I upgrade? On the train to London, really need to fart. Starting to hurt a bit, starting to hurt a lot. Train shakes a little, went to go up to the bathroom before I frickin' burst. Don't get the chance, my sphincter can no longer take the strain. Managed to discreetly edge my butt cheeks apart, comes out slowly but silently, past gas for a solid 60 seconds. Oh no. Oh god, the frickin' smell. People are looking at each other. It's really frickin' bad. Enemy spotted.jpg. A foreign smell impacts my nostrils. The dude opposite me is staring me right in the eyes. He frickin' knows, and ripped one out of his own. It's frickin' on. Spread the cheeks a little wider, much as I dare. Push. Clearly loudly shit myself staring into the eyes of a complete stranger. Be me, introverted AF. Socially awkward to the point where I avoid eye contact with inanimate objects. See some Chad looking dude bullying a smaller kid. Chad is saying some pretty mean things like, "Your mom and you're a virgin." Cringe. The kid looks like he's about to cry. I'm about to walk away when I see the kid's backpack. It's a Naruto backpack. I'm a massive Naruto fan. I even have a Kakashi headband. I can't let this kid be bullied by a Chad who doesn't even know what a Rasengan is. I step in front of the Chad, channeling my inner Kakashi. "Hey, leave him alone, you're making a fool of yourself." Voice cracks like a 12-year-old. Chad starts laughing and pushes me. Thought I was going to get wrecked, but instead I just feel an urge of adrenaline. I said, "Back off." Chad legit just walks away, probably confused by the whole situation. Kid looks up at me with wide eyes like I just performed magic. My face when I actually helped someone. We start talking afterwards. Turns out we have a lot in common. Bonding over memes and anime, my true calling. We become best friends and sit together at lunch, making each other laugh. Fast forward a few months, Chad doesn't even mess with them anymore. Everyone just knows we're a package deal now. The face when I finally have a friend. My face when social awkwardness slowly fades away with his help. Thanks life, I guess you're not so bad after all. The end. Be me, chillin' at home, bored AF. Friends offer me some wild party drugs. Decide to YOLO it, take a couple. Fast forward a few hours. Everything's a neon blur. Suddenly feel like I'm in another dimension or something. Bizarre soundscape playing in my head like I'm the main character in an indie movie. Next thing I know, I'm on the bus headed south. Look around, realize that I'm surrounded by random people, all equally confused. Bus stops. Everyone gets off. Turns out I'm in Mexico now. No idea how. Freaking out a little bit, but also kinda excited. Try to communicate with locals. My Spanish is taco and cerveza. They look at me like I'm a lost puppy. Decide to explore. Find street tacos. Everything is amazing. Tastebudexplosion.jpg. Buy a sombrero because why not? Start dancing in the street like I'm auditioning for a mariachi band. Locals join in. Turns out to be a full-on fiesta. My face when I realize I've just become the life of the party. Next day, hangover hits hard. Remember, I have no clue where I'm staying. Panicmode.exe. Decide to retrace my taco-filled steps. Spend hours wandering around. Ask a guy for help. He just laughs, hands me a drink instead. Life hack. Weird drinks equal free guidance. Finally find my way back to the bus station. Hitch a ride home, still buzzing from the night. Never touching that stuff again. Except tacos. Always tacos. That face when I accidentally had the best adventure of my life in Mexico. My face when I tell the story and everyone thinks I'm lying. Be me. Scrolling through the internet at 2 a.m. Feeling kinda corny, you know how it is. Decide to check out some OnlyFans to scratch that itch. Accidentally stumble upon a profile. Pick a friend Lisa pops up. Wait, what the hell? She's doing that now? My brain goes into overdrive. Kinda low-key turned on even though it's my friend. Try to play it cool and not let her know I know. Every time I hang out, can't help but think about it. She's talking about random stuff and I'm just imagining her in other scenarios. Every casual laugh feels like a personal joke at my expense. My friend group starts making jokes about OnlyFans. Awkward laughter ensues, internally panicking. Can't let them know. Fast forward a few weeks. She decides to do a show off her new bikini. My face when it's just like her OnlyFans pics. She catches me staring like a deer in headlights. You okay? Yeah, totally, just thinking about the weather. My face when it's cloudy with a chance of me getting caught. My whole life feels like a sitcom. Now can't look at her the same way. Good friend, but holy hell. At least I'm living rent-free in my own head. Thanks, Lisa. This is more of a cringe story for me. I don't like to think about it. Be me at a rave with friends and cousin. If you've been to a rave, you know everyone is ass to elbows close to each other. Cousin is in front of me dancing basically on my D. After a while, I forget the girl in front of me is my cousin, just see it as a nice ass. It was dark. Puts my hand on her waist. She starts grinding on my D. Feels good, man. This goes on for a couple minutes. My friend next to me looks over and says, "Dude, what the F?" Sudden realization. I stop and say, "Oh shit, dude, I didn't know." He laughs it off and tells me, "Now I know you're drunk." Night goes on regularly. When rave is over, my cousin meets me in the parking lot, asks me if she enjoyed it as much as I did. I say, "Oh yeah, had a blast." She looks at me with a smirk and kisses me. She's so hot I don't resist. We move into my car and F. Text her the next morning, ask her how she is. She tells me she wants me to come over. I go to her house and she's backyard in the pool. Starts talking to her about last night. Basically she loved it and was on board with being friends with benefits. I'm down 100%. She takes me to her room and we undress and start effing. Suddenly door flings open. Her mom is home early. My face went. Cousin covers herself with blanket and screams, "Mom, get out." I get up naked and look for pants, which are in the corner of the room. Her mom stares at me and says, "Wait, Anon?" Spaghetti freaking everywhere. Try to put pants on, trip and fall over. Her mom closes the door and calls my mom. I run naked, leaving clothes in her room, through the living room and out the front door to my car. Drive home naked and run as fast as I can inside the house. Door open and see my mom on the phone with her mouth wide open staring right at me. My face went. My cousin is sent to live with her grandparents in another state. Can't bring my cousin up to my parents anymore without them thinking about me effing her. Be me, lonely 24-year-old Anon. Decide to give Tinder a shot. Swipe right on a cute girl named Sarah. We chat for a bit, she seems cool. Decide to set up a date at the coffee shop. Day of the date, I'm a little nervous. Wear my best trying too hard outfit. Arrive at the coffee shop early. Don't want to seem like a loser, you know? Finally see her walk in. She's cute, but she has this wild look in her eyes. Think nothing of it. We sit down. Small talk ensues. Starts off normal. She mentions she likes to collect interesting things. Okay, whatever that means. Next, she pulls out a small jar from her bag. This is my jar of empathy. It's filled with what looks like tiny hairballs. My face when she says they're hair of people who have wronged her. I keep them close so I can remember who to avoid. Think I'm gonna die. She's laughing but her eyes are dead. Decide to change the subject. So do you like movies? She suddenly leans in closer. I prefer documentaries about serial killers. Great, this is going beautifully. She starts going off on her favorite ones. I'm just trying to sip my coffee and contemplate my life choices. She grabs my hand. She says she can sense I have dark energy, internally screaming. She asks me to come over to her place after this. No way in hell I'm going there. Suddenly she gets serious. You know, I can see us together. Forever. Awkward silence fills the air. I make a great dinner, just need to collect a few more ingredients. WTF.jpg. This is definitely the end of me. Start making excuses to leave. Oh, look at the time. I forgot my, cat. She gives me this chilling smile. Don't worry, I'll always know where to find you. Speed walk out of there, never using Tinder again. My face when I realize I might need therapy now. At least I have my cat. B15. Grandfather has dementia. He thinks there's a crocodile in his living room. He sits on the other side of the room with a loaded shotgun. Keeps the door to the kitchen open. Always shouts at you if you close it. Weird because I always got told to close it before. Grandfather freaking hates crocodiles. Gets worse every day. He hates it in his house because of crocodile. Eventually parents move him to hospital. He's happy. I go visit him. He's happy because there's no crocodile. He calls me over to him one day to talk to him. I go to him and we're discussing the crocodile. He starts laughing. This is what he tells me. It's great. I love it here and I don't even tell the crocodile where I was going. This is what I tell him. Yeah, but I told him. He jumps out of bed looking for his gun. Dies from a heart attack a few days later. I think I ended my grandfather. This is the first time I've ever told anyone about this since it happened 8 years ago. Why you got fired stories. Work as CSR at Verizon. Spanish customer support because mom is Mexican and I speak Spanish. Shit tier Huastico Mexican calls to activate a Galaxy S3. Told him to get out of his house. Lift the phone as high as possible on his hand and scream activate. Told him to do it 3 times. Hear a door opening and then screamed, in Spanish by the way, activate, activate, activate. Nothing happens. Told him to scream harder in English, otherwise it would never work. Activate, activate. Sent activation signal. Activate. Right after the last scream, the phone gets confirmation SMS. Mexican talking about how amusing tech is nowadays. Try to not laugh my ass off. Told him to lift the phone and scream activate 3 times if he gets bad reception, for example in restaurant or malls. Customers still talking about how incredible tech is nowadays. Told the same process to over 500 customers. Quality agents monitored some of my calls. They laughed like hell, but I got fired. About 3 months later, eating Burger King with my girlfriend, Mexican sitting behind me. Mexican woman suddenly stands up, lifts her phone and screams, activate! 3 times, of course. I laughed like never before. Explained to girlfriend, totally worth it. Be me, 20 years old. Had a crush on this girl since high school. Let's call her Chadette. Always too shy to talk to her. Spend 2 years daydreaming about our future life together. Finally muster up the courage, decide to confess my feelings. My heart is racing like I'm being chased by a bear. Awkwardly approach her at the coffee shop. Hey Shadette, can we talk for a minute? She looks at her phone, slightly annoyed. Sure, what's up? Panic.jpg, start spilling my guts. So I really like you, like a lot, and I've liked you for years. Silence. Then she just goes, oh wow, that's nice, I guess. Internally screaming. Follow it up with awkward confession. I mean, I think you're really cool and beautiful, and I could make you happy. She looks uncomfortable now. Thanks, but I don't really see you that way. My face when all my dreams just shatter like glass. My heart sinks faster than my social life, trying to save face. Oh no, it's cool, I just wanted to be honest. She gives me a pity smile. Awkward small talk for a few minutes, basically talking about the weather. Finally make my escape. Speed walk home like I'm running from the FBI. Open 4Chan event. Realize I just wasted 4 years of my life on a crush that never noticed me. Just another day in the life of Anon. That face when I'm destined to be alone forever. My face when I hit the post button and start typing a new green text. At least I got my internet, fam. It's all I got now. Remember to never leave the house again. Feels thread? Have a friend named Paul. Paul is awesome. Polite, chivalrous, will give you $50 and not care if you pay him back. General good guy Greg type. Training to be a paramedic, which is a big hit with the ladies. We have all been planning this camping trip for about a month. Get everything set, times, locations, carpooling, everything. Paul says he can't go. It falls on his little bro's birthday. Don't even know he had a little brother. Tell him we can all go and visit or even go if he wants. Paul says thanks, but it's going to be a little get together, nothing special. It'll be boring to just go without him. He'll go to the next one. We get this idea to follow him, then surprise him with a party. Some of the girls in the group are every situation needs party planner type. Not one of our smarter ideas. Pack a car full of party supplies, everything except beer. Paul doesn't drink. Get up early, follow Paul to his town, joking about we're undercover, then suddenly, oh no, 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 no. Paul drives into a cemetery. Please be a shortcut, please be a shortcut. Nope. We got him get out with a liter of soda, a package of cupcakes, goes over to the headstone, puts a cupcake on top of it with a lit candle and a cup of soda, pulls out a chair, does the same for himself and starts talking to it. An hour or so later, the candle is almost burnt and the food is gone. He starts packing up, but before he leaves, puts a little present on top next to the cupcake. As soon as he places it, he kneels down and starts to cry for about 15 minutes. Paul is not the type to cry about anything. Gets the last of his things, packs up, and heads back. Dead silence for the ride back. See him 2 days later, ask about the party. Oh, it was fun. I got a new stack of baseball cards. Can you believe still kids like those? I guess he'll always be 12. Drunk driver ended his brother when he was 15. Be me, 22-year-old Anon, just scrolling through the internet like a normal guy. Suddenly stumble upon the familiar name on OnlyFans. It's my 19-year-old sister. WTF.exe. Brain short circuits. I can't believe this is happening. What do I do? Obviously I feel disgusted, but I can't just ignore it. Decide to confront her like a responsible adult. Wait for her to come home from study group. She walks in all smiles. Hey bro, my stomach drops. Hey sis, we need to talk. Cue the awkward silence. She senses something is up. What's wrong? Deep breath. I found your OnlyFans. Her face goes pale. Oh, well, she stutters like a broken robot. Realize it's not going well for either of us. My face when I see the bigger picture. She's an adult, she can make her own choices. But I still can't shake the disgust. Decide to play it cool. Just why? She explains her financial struggles, says it's empowering for her to do her own thing. Kinda makes sense, not gonna lie. Still not comfortable with it. Look, I just don't want our family to find out. I nod, understand the concern. She's kind of relieved I didn't blow up at her. At least she's not dead inside, just making some interesting life choices. Leave the room with mixed feelings. Still gotta avoid family dinner for a while. That face when you discover a family secret you never wanted to know. My face when I still love my sister, but damn, this is awkward. I guess it could be worse. Could have found her on some strange crime watch list instead. Girlfriend has a bad vaping addiction. Gets very frustrated with herself because she's tried several times to quit. Idea. Figure out how to take apart the juice bottles she uses and put them together without looking like they were tampered with. Use dilution formula to decrease the nicotine concentration from 50% to 49%, hiding the extra bottles of juice I used. She went through a bottle a week on her own. Over the course of the last year, I would lower her juice nicotine percentage by 1 every bottle. She just hit 0% a month ago. Unsure how to tell her, I waited. She quit vaping 8 days ago, saying she felt the urge less and less to hit it. She just told me this is the best and most confident she ever felt on quitting, and she's amazed with herself. Hug her and tell her I'm extremely proud of her. Yeah, I'm not going to tell her what I did. Boosted the hell out of her self-confidence thinking she quit on her own, and I'm not taking that from her. Be me. Just started a new job. Super excited, ready to impress boss. Boss is strict as hell, no fun allowed type. Spend my days being hyper serious and trying to fit in. One day I'm feeling a little cheeky, scrolling through memes during lunch. See the funniest meme about work struggles. Decide to share it with a friend via the company chat. Accidentally hit send all instead. Oh no, not JPEG. My face when I realize what I just did. Office goes silent, everyone staring at their screens. Get ready for the wrath of the boss. Boss walks over, looks at me with a serious face. Oh shit, .jpg. He opens the meme, and starts laughing harder than anyone else. Entire office joins in, even my friend I tried to send it to. Boss wipes away tears, still chuckling. This is going up on the fridge. Fast forward a week. Now known as the meme master of the office. Boss actually asks me to send him funny memes during breaks. My face when I realize I just broke the ice. New job is the best job ever. Thanks, accidental meme send. Never gonna live this down, but who cares? Life is good. You're locked in a room with a snowman and a carrot. Jigsaw tells you to put the carrot where it belongs. Putting the carrot on the snowman's nose unlocks the door and sets you free. Putting the carrot on the snowman's D would be pretty funny, but detonates a pipe bomb. Go to India in my late teens for soul-searching exercise. Go on these kinds of excursions with a bunch of others. End up in some shitty village. See a crowd of people gathered around someone. Lots of these charlatans about. Clearly been brought here to fleece out rupees. Talk to guide. So what's his trick? What does he do? He has elephant memory. Never forgets anything. Start getting goaded into asking him something. All attention is on me now and I don't like it. Panic. What did you have for breakfast on this day 25 years ago? Eggs. Everyone applauds like he's just started flying around on a magic carpet. I'm much less impressed. Literally impossible for him to prove his claim and for me to disprove it. Demand to ask him something else. No, only one question. Get ushered away. Total freaking scam. Come back home. Get a girlfriend a couple of years later. She mentions wanting to visit India one day. Tell her it's all one big con. Tell her about my experience. Come up with a simple solution to dab on this hoaxer. Tell her my plan. She agrees it'll work. We go back to India about 6 or 7 years after I'd been myself. Hope this guy hasn't died because he was old when I was in my late teens. Take excursion to village. Guide doesn't remember me at all. See crowd of people gathered around old man. Contain excitement. Talk to guide. What's his trick? What does he do? He has elephant memory. Never forget anything. Tells me to ask him a question. Now I encourage people to gather around. The hunter has literally become the hunted. Don't even need to think about what I'm going to ask. He makes eye contact with me and I ask him a simple question. How? He doesn't even blink or take a breath. Scrambled. Do a 360 and walk away in silence. Be me. Finally muster up the courage to ask Crush out. She says yes. I'm pumped. Plan a fancy dinner at this nice restaurant. My face when I realize I'm going on an actual date. I arrive at the restaurant looking sharp. Sit down. Everything seems perfect. Waiter brings us the least romantic breadsticks known to man. Awkward silence ensues. Try to break the ice. Accidentally spill water all over her. Great start. She laughs it off, super cool about it. Order food, hoping things will get better. She orders sushi. I order the spiciest dish on the menu because I'm a dumbass. Food arrives. She's dainty and eating sushi like a queen. I'm sweating like a racehorse after one bite. Can't handle it. I start chugging water like there's a drought. Waiter comes to refill, knocks over the entire pepper shaker. Black pepper explosion everywhere. She's laughing uncontrollably. At this point, I'm just rolling with it. After dinner, we decide to go for a walk. She suggests ice cream, probably trying to salvage the night. Sounds good, right? Trip on a curb, fall into a bush. She's still laughing, helps me out. Now I'm covered in leaves. Somehow manage to keep talking. Somehow she finds me charming despite the disaster. Walk her home, stumble over Shakespeare-level cheesy lines. Somehow at the end of the night, she kisses me goodnight. Flash forward a few years. This disaster day turned into a romantic comedy. Now she's my wife. My face when I realized everything went wrong and it was perfect. Things are great. We still laugh about the pepper explosion. Life is weird. Wouldn't trade it for anything. Be me, 13-year-old. Grew up in an effed up home with manipulative and abusive parents. Older brother quits his study in the midst of getting a PhD to get me and my little sister out of the house. Living with him. Haven't been happier in my life. Practically saved our life. He forces me to keep my attention at school to accomplish something in my life, something that he sacrificed for us. 2 years go by. He got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. He never lost hope and always walked around with a smile. Dies. 14 years of school and many degrees later. My face when I'm a certified orthopedic surgeon and probably have ended myself if he wasn't there for us. I'll never forget you, bro. Please step away from the corn to read this. Be me. Work at Taco Bell, usually morning shifts. Have a regular we all like a lot named Charlie. Comes by about 3 to 5 times a week. Same order every time. Hell or high water. Bean burrito, no red sauce, add nacho cheese. Large diet Pepsi. Apple empanada. After tax, his total is 601. Everyone calls him the 601 guy. Very chill dude. Drives a small red truck. Pig related, but he's a big dent in the bumper. I'm mostly at the drive-thru, so I see him most of the time. Sometimes just says, "It's Charlie," at the order station in the drive-thru and pulls forward for payment. Like I said, he's a regular. Last month I haven't seen him. No one's seen him in the past 30 days or so. Suspicion.png. Today a customer pulls up in a small red truck. We have outdoor cameras to see cars. Holy shit, it's Charlie. 7:30ish p.m. Truck pulls up, take order. It's an older woman. No big deal, she has the same red truck, just a coincidence. I greet her and she tells me her order. Bean burrito, no red sauce, add nacho cheese. Large diet Pepsi, apple empanada. Wait a second, that's Charlie's order. This isn't a coincidence. Total is 601. Please pull forward whenever you're ready. She pulls up, big dent in the bumper. It's Charlie's truck. Ask her if she knows Charlie. Just so happens to be his mother. Yeah, I'm just grabbing Taco Bell for him. He's down at the hospital. Hospital? Is he okay? He developed a brain tumor over the summer, showed no symptoms, and the doctors are trying their best to stop it. With all my power, hold back tears. Just give her the food, don't make her pay for it. She starts getting very teary-eyed. Thanks me and wishes me the best. Tell her I'm hoping for a speedy recovery. I want to see him again. It's 4 months later. Still no sign of 601 guy or his truck anywhere. Charlie, if you're still alive, me and the Taco Bell crew are praying that you'll come back in one day. We miss you, bud. Tell my best friend back around Christmas that I have feelings for her. She cries while turning me down, pushing her huge boobs against me as she hugs me for about half an hour, apologizing over and over and telling me we'll always be friends. We've stayed best friends. The other day while I'm at her apartment, she randomly walks up to me while I'm on the couch and kisses me on top of the head, telling me, "I couldn't help kissing you. You just look so cute and sweet sitting there." We've been talking on the phone more often, up to 6 hours sometimes, with her always being the one to call me. Yesterday I asked her if her feelings for me are changing. She said that no, the kiss was just a platonic one and she enjoys talking to me so much because we're friends. Turned me down a second time when I'd raised my own hopes fairly high. I kind of want to die. Be me, baseball game. I'm up to bat, bases loaded, our team is down 3-0. I swing as hard as I can and the ball goes flying. My coach starts yelling at me to run. I'm so excited about the hit that I throw my bat. It hits him right in the thigh, connecting with his left ball. He ends up on the ground screaming. Fast forward 14 years, I'm working at a sit-down pizza restaurant/bar. I see my old baseball coach at the bar and I go up to him excited. He sees me and laughs. Tells all his friends while laughing, "This is the kid that hit my nuts with a baseball bat by accident." His friends laugh. I laugh. "Hope your balls are doing well, coach. If you ever need someone to empty them, I'm right here." 10-year-old high school reunion is tomorrow on Sunday. I've been working out and bodybuilding every day for the past 8 years. High school bully that tormented me for 4 years has gotten skinny fat from not exercising and doing an office job. Now I tower 4 inches over him and I have about 100 pounds of muscle mass over him. He's been posting on Facebook about how him and his wife and kids are excited about meeting all of their friends again. Coming from another state to attend tomorrow. The tables have turned. Now I am the bully. Be me in 2015. Working a late night gas station shift with the bro. Literally 2 customers in 6 hours kind of night. Dude comes in and has to take a shit. You hear violent moaning from the bathroom for like 10 consecutive minutes. He comes out of the bathroom and grabs a water and 5 different anti-diarrhea medications. Looks me dead in the eye and says, "It's a shitty world out here." Homie and I bust out laughing and he joins in. I love my freaking job. Be me. Always felt like the family was keeping some big secret, like I'm the last person on earth to know the truth or something. One day I'm chilling in my room minding my own business. Suddenly hear my parents whispering in the living room. Ears perk up like a cat. Can't help but listen in, super curious. Hear snippets like, "He's going to find out and we can't let him know." Panic.jpg. Think they're about to drop some bombshell about my real identity or some dark family history. Heart racing like I'm in a horror movie. Gather my courage, bust into the room. "What are you hiding from me?" Both of them jump like they saw a ghost. Mom looks like a deer in headlights. Dad just stares at me. Awkward silence fills the air. Sweating bullets just waiting for the truth to be revealed. They exchange looks like I just declared war or something. Finally, Dad speaks up, shaking a little. Surprise birthday party? Oh.jpg. They tell me they were just planning a surprise for my upcoming birthday. Face palms all around. Feeling like the biggest idiot in the world. Realized I was freaking out over a cake and some balloons. My face when I thought I was adopted or part of some cult. Family laughs it off, but I can tell they're relieved. Now I gotta act all excited for the party when I was just freaking out. Best surprise party ever, I guess. Learned a valuable lesson. Sometimes it's just cake, bro. Never doubt the fam again. My face when I still bloom like a flower on my birthday. Psychiatrist asks what I enjoy doing. Tell him I like doing image edits. He asks if I ever post them. I tell him I do and that they're used by other people and potentially seen millions of times, but it's all posted anonymously. He gets really interested and asks to see. I show him over 100 original Pepe edits. Said he's seen the character before. Next session, him and 2 other psychiatrists are in the room. Says he invited them to help me. They ask more about my memes. Show them my Greentexts, which were reposted by Redditors and get tens of thousands up to millions of views. Show them my original memes that have know your meme pages or big online presences. They're recording me and taking notes the whole time through. Get uncomfortable and don't book a follow-up appointment. Doctor has offered to cover all further sessions and meet with me 3 times a week as a case study. Be me, stuck in a 9-to-5 matrix. Every day is the same dull grind. Commute, boss breathing down neck, fake smiles. One day I have epiphany. That face when I realize I'm living someone else's dream. Decide to escape the matrix. No more waking up at 6 a.m. for the soul-sucking job. Time to hustle and grind 24/7. Start with side gigs. Flipping stuff on Craigslist. Learn how to trade stocks like a madman. Spend nights watching YouTube hustlers instead of sleeping. My eyes are like 2 bloodshot ping pong balls. Start making cash slowly but surely. Boss asks me to work overtime. Tell him I'm too busy being self-employed. Watch him shatter like glass. Every day is a grind now. Make my own schedule, wake up when I want. My coffee tastes like victory. Friends are confused, think I'm insane. Anon, stop working so hard, you'll burn out. My face when I'm just getting started. Frantically learn about passive income. Real estate, crypto, everything's a hustle. Spend weekends networking instead of napping. Eventually stack so much cash, leave the matrix behind for good. No more office politics or pointless meetings. Chilling in my pajamas, making cash while I sleep. That face when I realize I've become the hustler I used to envy. My face when I see normies stuck in 9-to-5s and just chuckle. They'll never know the sweet taste of freedom. Thank you, grind set. Hustle mode activated. Never looking back. Feels good, man.exe. First date. Ask her what's her favorite dinosaur. I don't know, Stegosaurus maybe? Explain why she's wrong for the next 2 hours. Study a foreign language in secret. Study really hard for a couple years. Vocabulary, grammar, the whole 9 yards. Never tell a soul. Hide all your resources for target language. Talk with native speakers using alternate Skype/Discord, but never tell them about your life so as not to trace back to you. Become a master of this language. One day go to a public place like grocery store. Pretend to slip, fall, faint. When you come to, only speak in your target language and act like you don't understand English anymore. Be me, high school senior, life is hell, constantly bullied by this jock named Chad. He thinks he's the king of the world just because he lifts and plays sports. Graduate, finally feel free of that nightmare. Go to college, start thriving, surrounded by cool people and making new friends. Fast forward a few years, got a decent job making bank. Feeling good about life, still ruminating on that time in high school. Decide to hit a party to celebrate the new promotion. Walk in, vibe is solid. Suddenly see someone across the room. It's Chad, looking like a total mess, wearing a faded gym shirt and cheap jeans. Realization hits. He's working a dead-end job doing manual labor. His hairline is receding like a bad tide. While I'm genuinely successful and happy, he spots me. You can see the panic in his eyes. He tries to play it cool, but it's a terrible act. Make my way over, heart racing but not with fear. Bring that smug smile I've practiced. Hey Chad, what's up? Still throwing people into lockers? You can hear crickets, silence as the party pauses. He awkwardly laughs, but it feels like a punchline. My friends start gathering around, sensing the tension. I can feel the weight of high school vanish in that moment. Everyone's looking at him like he's a joke. Chad's face goes red faster than a tomato. Realize I'm finally free from his shadow. He stammers something about working hard and life choices. Can't help but feel a little sorry for him. And also, that face when I actually feel bad for someone who made my life hell. Decide to leave him hanging, walk away with my crew. My face when this is the lowest point in his life while I'm thriving. Never thought I'd win this showdown years later. Feels good, man.jpg. Life is weird, man. Be me. Walking down the street. Headphones blasting the latest Death Grips album. See some old geezer struggling to carry 3 bags of groceries like they're trying to bench press the whole damn aisle. Feels bad, man. This ain't the way to live. Gotta be a good boy. Offer to help. Old geezer looks like they're about to cry tears of joy. Oh, bless you, young man. You're an angel. They proceed to tell me their life story, which involves a cat named Mitten and a really bad hip. End up walking them all the way to their house. I feel like a goddamn marathon. They insist on giving me something in return. A token of my gratitude, they say. Nah man, no need, I just felt like being a decent human being for once. They still insist, shoving a crumpled $5 bill into my hand. Take it, it's the least I can do, you've made my day. Sigh, take the money feeling like a saint. Walk away feeling like a goddamn hero. Maybe I'm not as edgy as I think I am after all. Buy a bag of gummy bears with the $5, eat them all in one sitting. Still feel good about myself. Maybe this is the start of a new, more wholesome me. Or maybe I'm just a sucker for a good sob story. Whatever, it's gummy bear time and those are delicious. Tech support horror thread, tech support horror thread. Share your stories. Be me. Work at mid-sized software company. IT support. Some new guy gets a job as a programmer. Claims he has worked at very big projects before. Can't name them. Fast forward 2 weeks. Calls me and claims his computer's crashing every few minutes. Walk up to his desk and watch him work until it crashes again. Have a Linux on a stick with me at all times. Boot it up. Ask him if he's been visiting any kind of not so legit websites. No man, I'm clean. Get sweaty and nervous once I browse through personal files. Downloads folder has multiple zips with cryptic names inside them. I don't know man, they were always there. One of them is 160 gigabytes big. Opening it takes about 10 minutes. Tons of folders with Russian names. All of them are filled with videos of sheeps being shaved for whatever reason. Come home from work. Dad's sitting on the laptop. He looks weird, was holding his breath. Greet him and sit down. He suddenly releases a gargantuan amount of smoke into the air, literally the most smoke I've ever seen. Hi son. He starts laughing and I look at his laptop. There's a Google search up for horny Doritos. WTF, Dad. Run upstairs and hide in my room. Fast forward 2 hours. Knock on my door and Dad is there with 2 tickets to Bangkok. Boys only trip, son. No moms allowed. How do I tell my dad I don't want to go with him without hurting his feelings? Never ask anyone out. Never get rejected. Basically irresistible. Haha, who's the Chad now? Everyone at the grandparents' house for Christmas. Everyone just chilling in the living room together. One cousin starts crying and everyone comforts her as she explains that she just broke up with her boyfriend and this will be her first Christmas alone in a long time. My chick of an aunt loudly says, "Don't worry, at least you aren't like Anon." What does this make Anon? 28th or 29th Christmases alone? Everyone starts laughing at me, even the crying cousin who's laughing through her tears. I cannot stand this state of affairs anymore. If I do not have someone call out my aunt by next Christmas, I will end myself. One chance at life. Parents name me Beepus. Playing MMO, walk up to random, start jumping, they jump too. It's the little things, lads. Working at McDonald's, kid with his mom brings in an orange and green toy gun. Joke around with him. "Oh, are you a soldier?" Kid looks up at me, points at me. "I'll end you, ugly man." Kids are absolute freaking a-holes. Salt the shit out of his fries and hamburger. Enjoy that, you little prick. Be me. Crime scene investigator of the year 2096. Find some guy whose brain completely shut down. Check his brain activity history chip. See that 3 petabytes of goulash recipes directly downloaded to his brain minutes before he died. WTF. Greentexts are dumb, but F it, I have a story to tell. Me at college, B at library, looking for some books. See a girl sitting at a random table. She's freaking adorable. Dark hair, mesmerizing green eyes. Not the most confident guy, but I think, F it, I'll try. Walk up to her and say a cheesy pickup line. Doesn't respond. Excuse me? She notices me, then looks up at me. Does something in sign language. Turns out she's deaf. Excuse myself and turn around defeated. Way too embarrassed to keep the conversation going. Stop myself halfway out the library. Gather up all my courage and walk back. Sit down next to her and write, "You're cute, wanna go out?" on a sticky note. She reads it and looks at me. I smile like a dumbass while she looks me over. She eventually nods and scribbles her number on the note. Her name is Alice. We go out that Friday. We have a great time. Fast forward to a few months later. We're officially dating. Learned sign language for her, getting pretty good at it. The first thing I learned to sign was, "I love you." Fast forward again to yesterday. Today's the day. Me, her mom, brother, and me are sitting at the doctor's office. They gradually turn up her implant. She starts crying because she hears her mom for the first time. I remain silent. Her mom and brother talking to her are crying all the while. Eventually she looks at me. I move closer to her. I tell her something I wanted to say from the day I met her at the library. "I love you." This happened the other day and I still can't believe it. Be me, live with my girlfriend. We live in a decent apartment in cool part of the city. $1,100 per month for rent. Rent day comes around. She's off work, so I tell her to go drop off rent with the landlord. I get home from work in the afternoon. She's on the couch sobbing. She says that our landlord tries to get her to have sex with him in exchange for not paying the rent. He basically propositioned her to prostitute herself to him. I'm so freaking angry right now. Why the frick wouldn't she just sleep with him? Does she think $1,100 just grows on trees? Help me out, bros. Be me. Friend tells me about eHarmony. Talks about his successes on it. Bored of Tinder and want something more long-term, so try it out. Sign up at 2 a.m. drunk and horny. Accidentally set my height as 150 centimeters. Try to change height. Only part of the profile that can't be edited. What? Check my bank. 130 pounds to eHarmony. It signs you up for the year up front and I'm too fucking autistic to realize. My face when I'm paying 130 pounds for all the thoughts in a 50-mile radius to think I'm a 4'9" manlet. Okay, story time. Be me. Had weed a few times, nothing bad happened. Decided to try acid. I know a guy. Hooks me up, go home. Close room door, close blinds. Time to freaking party. Lying on the bed waiting for effects to kick in. Oh frick, there it is, .jpeg. Nothing looks right. Decide to play some old video to see what it's like. Good old Zelda on Wii. After 10 minutes get hungry. Try to leave, door won't open. Find key and unlock door. Need a lot of force, must have been stuck. Go downstairs, see parents on couch, trying to act cool. How's the weather.png? They leave after a while. Success. Make some Nutella toast. Tastes like shit. Sudden urge to evacuate my bowels. Just made it to the toilet before I start erupting. Feels good, man. Decide to sleep. Grab blanket. Clock the F out. Wake up to screaming. Too tired to comprehend. Go back to sleep. Wake up in the hospital. My face went. What actually happened according to my family? Got out of bed and threw the Zelda game case at the wall. Jumped around in front of my TV swinging a spoon like a Wii remote. After an hour of this, I shoved the spoon into the keyhole and threw myself against the door until the lock in my shoulder broke. Went downstairs. Made a variety of facial expressions at parents while saying weather over and over until they left. Went to kitchen to spread Nutella on bare hand and took a bite. Blood trail all the way to my sister's room where I sat on her chair and took a huge dump. Fell asleep wrapped in a rug from the floor where my sister found me 10 minutes later. Parents couldn't look at me for a month. Sister won't talk to me. What's your worst tripping balls experience? Tell me about it. Went to the store on Thursday, bought a half-gallon jar of pickles, love me some pickles. Eat one as soon as I get home. Tastes good, man. Bat. So good I decide I'll have a few more. Walk back to my computer and start to work, but the urge is not sated. Not by a long shot. Come back to life-giving pickle jar several more times. Eat several pickles each time. After an hour, the jar is empty. 400% of my daily sodium never tasted so good. 30 minutes later, I hear a churning in my stomach. Not a light rumbling. Sounds like a noise an old tub makes when you're suddenly pulling the drain. Initiate sprint to the bathroom mode. Barely get my ass on the toilet as frickin' waterfall emerges from my a-hole. Never in my life have relief and horror been such close bedfellows. After about 10 seconds of continuous flow, it subsides to a trickle and stops. Toilet water is green and smells like vinegar. Body didn't even try to digest that shit. Clean up and go back to computer. Thinking, thank God that's over. Not even close. 5 minutes later, the rumbling is back, even louder this time. Sprint to bathroom, lather, rinse, repeat. This happens 5 more fucking times. It's finally all gone. Stomach is concave. I've never had less food inside my body. Completely cleaned out. Cue rumble. Sit on the toilet, but it's different this time. I know there's nothing in there. Shit out a tiny amount of liquid. Immediately feel better. Well, I guess I was just a tiny bit left. That wasn't so bad. All at once, the burning fire of 1,000 young suns sets upon my anal sphincter. I had just shat out pure stomach acid. Frantically wipe at my ass to prevent it from melting away like the spaceship floor in Alien. Crawl and shower, turn cold water on full blast, and lie prone while gently sobbing. Eventually towel off and crawl exhausted into bed at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Sleep for 14 hours. In retrospect, it was all totally worth it. I love me some pickles. Be me, lonely, neat, with no friends. Spend all day on 4Chan. Decide to create an imaginary girlfriend. Name her Aki. She's perfect, like a mix between waifu and real-life girlfriend. Said I'm great, always supports my hobbies. Start having full-on conversations with Aki. She's into all the same stuff as me. My face when I show her my video game collection. Wow, Anon, you have the best taste. Let's play together. Feel like the coolest guy in the universe. Friends start noticing I'm not as sad as I used to be. Dude, what's your secret? Just smile and tell them I'm seeing someone. They think I'm finally getting out there. My face when I have to explain Aki is imaginary. They laugh, it's whatever. Aki is always there for me. One day I decide to take it a step further. Draw a picture of Aki. Spend hours perfecting it. Look Aki, now you're real. She replies in my head. You're so talented, Anon, I love it. Feel a surge of creativity. Start writing a novel with Aki as my co-author. It gets a little weird when I start having her influence my decisions. Should I apply for that job? She's like, nah, just keep being awesome at home. One day I have a crisis. Aki hasn't said anything in a while. Panic.jpg. Spend 2 days trying to figure out if she's mad at me. Realize I haven't been taking care of myself. Get back on track, start eating better. Aki suddenly returns. I knew you could do it, Anon. Feel like I won the lottery. She's literally my ride or die. My face when I realize I found love in my own way. Friends still don't get it, but now I'm happier than ever. Thanks Aki, my imaginary girlfriend, best relationship ever. That face when you realize it's okay to chill with your imaginary waifu, forever alone, but never lonely. Have somewhat stable social circle in uni. Get along with this one grill. She gives me a book for Christmas that she thinks I would like. For some reason never open it. Weeks go by. She keeps asking about the book. Quickly look up plot summary on wiki so I can pretend I'm reading it. She's visibly annoyed and angry and says you probably never even opened it. Insists that I read it. Our relationship slowly deteriorates. We get our degrees and don't stay in touch. Fast forward 6 years. Find a book while cleaning my apartment. Decide to read it. Find a little romantic note inside about how much I mean to her, etc. My face on book is pretty boring. Be me, on vacation with my girlfriend and her best friend and his girlfriend. There's a mix-up with laundry and all of our clothes are mixed together. Turns out both the boyfriend and I wear the same brand of boxers, so I'm having difficulty picking out mine from his. His girlfriend suddenly starts picking and claiming which boxers are his with stunning accuracy. I ask her how she knows which boxers were his. She shares a look with my girlfriend and they both kind of giggle. His boxers are more worn out is all. Take a look at his boxers and notice they're clearly more stretched out in the groin area than mine. Pick related. I've never been really ashamed of my average size before, but I died a little inside after hearing that. Be me, checking the mail one day, see an envelope with no return address, curiosity.exe activated. Open it up. Inside is a weird cryptic message, full of random numbers and letters. 7B8C3D1E Z5X4Q1P0. Looks like the Da Vinci Code or some shit. Brain starts working overtime. Spend hours trying to decode this masterpiece. Google everything. Number patterns, ciphers, conspiracies. Even consider if this is my calling. Am I the next Sherlock? Finally crack the code. Heart racing. Expect something ancient and powerful. It's just junk mail. There's a typo in the address. My neighbor's name right next to mine. My face when I realize I'm a dumbass. Relief floods over me, but also intense embarrassment. Now I'm the guy who thought junk mail was a secret message. Guess I need to lay off the conspiracy YouTube for a while. Thanks USPS, you made my day. All hail the junk mail oracle. That face when no secret messages for me. Be beta with no friends. Live alone in shitty apartment. Walk outside one day and see Crow. Crow has one partially white wing. Feed it bread because it's all I have in apartment. Crow keeps coming back for food. One day Crow bring me a shiny bit of trash. Accept offering from Crow. Few months pass, he comes every day. He brings me shit most days. One day Crow doesn't show up. My face when only friend has abandoned me. Weekend passes, still hasn't come. I watch for him constantly. Monday morning I go to work. See dead crow on side of street near home. Stop and get out. That feeling when it has a partially white wing. See it has been hit by a car. Near beak is some weird bracelet. That feeling when my only friend died trying to get me a gift. That feeling when I have nothing. Be me, at gym. See this unbelievably thick gothic girl. She has a unique style, looks fantastic, great ass, etc. Catch her staring every now and then. We even talk once. I accidentally blow her off because I look kind of scary when I'm tired. Fast forward a few months. I hear a sup from somewhere nearby. I look around. She's looking at me. I automatically assume she meant someone else because nobody ever wants to talk to me. See her a bit later and she's in tears. I still feel like shit, not gonna lie. Be me. Been hitting the gym really hard the past few weeks and feeling beefy. Go to get a physical/flu shot from the doctor. He tells me to take my shirt off. Guess it's pretty clear you aren't afraid of needles, huh? Oh, haha, I get comments like that a lot, but I'm actually natural and just have a strict lifting regime. Blank stare.jpg. I was talking about your tattoo. It's very obvious you aren't on steroids. So who crushed your self-esteem this week? Be me. Decide to go on vacation to some foreign country. Spend weeks learning the language, feeling like a total boss. Finally strut into a local restaurant ready to impress. Order food like a pro, or so I thought. Mispronounce a word and accidentally call the waiter a silly goat instead of a delicious dish. Waiter's face goes from bored to furious in a split second. Oh shit.jpg. Panic mode activated. Quickly switch to English and start apologizing like a madman. Thought I was gonna get kicked out or worse. Waiter starts laughing, says it happens all the time. Feeling like an idiot but also relieved. I realize I just made his day a little bit more interesting. He now takes my order with extra sass. Spend the rest of the meal watching him roast other tourists. My face when I learned more from that mistake than all those lessons. Vacation vibe still intact. Lesson learned. Sometimes language fails to make the best memories. 10 out of 10. Would insult another waiter again. Not really cringe, but I have a story from a friend about missing social cues. Walking around town late at night. Reach a guy sitting on the sidewalk. He asked me for money. Sorry man, I don't have any money. I have a knife. Oh, that's okay man, I don't need a knife. Walk away. Don't realize I was getting robbed until later that night. Be me, pizza delivery driver. Be delivering to a house at the same time as mailman. Wave to him. He grins and waves back. We're fellow delivery men. We are brothers. Have a whole week to do an assignment. Wait until the last 4 hours. Have a panic attack and total meltdown because 4 hours isn't enough to do it. Have to try. Do it in 2 hours. Get 95% on the assignment. 1 week to do assignment. Wait until the last 2 hours. Be me. Been dating this girl for like 3 years. Decide it's time to pop the question. Plan the whole thing out. Booked a romantic dinner at the fancy restaurant with a view. Got a custom ring, wrote a heartfelt speech, even practiced saying it in the mirror. Day of the proposal, I'm all nervous and excited. We're at the restaurant, everything is perfect, she's looking beautiful. I'm about to get down on one knee, get ready to drop the most romantic speech ever. But then, oh my god, did you see that? There's a cat in the bushes. She points to a bush outside the window. I'm like, what the F? It's like a big cat, maybe a lynx. Cool, huh? I'm just staring at her, completely dumbfounded. Yeah, it's, cool. I'm trying to get back on track, but she's completely distracted. I bet it's a feral cat. Maybe it has rabies. Oh man, imagine if it bites someone. Maybe they should call animal control. I'm just thinking, this is not going how I planned. Finally, she's done with the cat, and I'm like, okay, so I was about to, she cuts me off again. Actually, speaking of cats, we need to get more cat food. Our cat's been eating all the leftovers and we're running out. Maybe we can get the fancy brand, the one with tuna in it. This girl. I'm just standing there defeated. Yeah, cat food sounds good. I was actually about to ask you, oh, did you get the laundry done? I need to use the dryer in the morning. I put a load in last night, but think I forgot to add the detergent. I'm done. Actually, I was about to ask you to marry me. She's staring at me with wide eyes. You're going to ask me to marry you right now? Yeah, we're at a fancy restaurant. I have this speech. Oh, that's sweet, but why didn't you tell me? I'm about to explode. Because you kept interrupting me about cats and laundry. She just giggles. You know I love our cat, and I'm a bit OCD about laundry. Yeah, I know. I guess I'll have to ask again later. You can ask me right now if you want. She smiles. I'm still mad, but also relieved that she said yes. I pull the ring out and get down on one knee. So, about the cat food and the laundry. Don't worry, she laughs. We can talk about it later. The ring is beautiful. She says yes. But I'm still thinking about those damn cats. I love you, honey, and I love our cat, but maybe it's time to get a new cat. She just stares at me. You'll be sleeping on the couch. Worth it. It's gonna be a great marriage, but I'm gonna need to talk to her about priorities. Honey, can we discuss cats and laundry after I propose properly? Oh, alright, fine, but don't tell me you're gonna propose at the laundromat. You never know. I swear to God, I love her.